Hello, I'm going to read some parts of this text by Olivia Guest. Thanks, Olivia. You have been doing so much great work. And I'm going to start by the end when she says that she writes that uh, a result of using AI is the complete destruction of the university as an award granting body if everybody uses AI to cheat. And sorry, I'm Brazilian. I don't know how to differentiate cheat from cheat. uh, if degrees are meaningless because they do not reflect skills anymore, then academia is also damaged beyond repair, as well as society in general and in our ability to have experts. So the page by Olivia Guest is Why Does Cheating Matter? It's from March 7th, 2026. And she writes many things. I recommend you read the full text, but I'm just going to read a few excerpts, a few phrases. So she comments that especially junior people in academia, such as PhD candidates or master's students, in my case, I don't have PhD students, are think that they are unable not to use AI. They think, oh, everybody's using. If I don't use, I'm going to be behind. So um, yes, that's here. She mentions that there is maybe direct or otherwise pressure from peers to use AI that they fear their career for their careers if they don't. So if someone, for instance, if someone using AI publishes 3 papers and you publishes only 1 paper in a year, then in the future, uh, when you when you're looking for a job, maybe that person that used AI is going to get the job, and you aren't. So that might be a problem, she says. But she also mentions this other paper by Olivia, Marcela Soares, Miller et al. Against the uncritical adoption of AI technologies in academia. And she writes that in principle, rejection is actually the only way. Another link here. So, one point for people that want to say no to AI is that we assume, I, I think this way, that uh, we assume that you care about the environmental impacts of AI, about the harm to other humans, especially in global south, about the damage to creative industries. Many artists are losing their jobs because of AI, LLMs, and also you worry about yourself. So if you don't care about the environmental impact and those other items, maybe AI is not a problem for you. But this last one, yes, everybody cares about themselves. So, uh, Olivia, I believe she's from Cyprus, and she has heard from fellow Cypriots. They worry Western Europeans, people from England, France, Spain, and USA Americans, they are hypocrites. How do you say this word in English? I don't know. For asking you not to use these so-called tools. That these people telling you to abstain probably use these tools anyway. So you might conclude that this will harm you in your career. So I didn't read this here in Brazil. It's not a problem as far as I know. Maybe because Brazil is a very big country. But Olivia says that we have been here before, and she starts to talk about her experience as an undergraduate student that she had a huge culture shock because it never occurred to her that her fellow students were cheating. So I didn't have this shock because I saw many of my fellow colleagues in high school. They cheated a lot too. But Olivia's point here may be that okay, you think that it will harm your career, but this is a little bit like cheating, right? Because okay, if you cheat, maybe you get good grades, but what for? Because as an educator, Olivia says, I can promise you the whole point of assignments in university is to learn through doing it yourself. By the way, that's one of the reasons I don't usually uh, give grades to assignments. I say it's in your interest to do the assignments, not in my interest. So I don't grade them. And cheating actually can damage you by robbing you of this opportunity to learn by doing the assignments and so on. By robbing you of the chance to test yourself and receive feedback on your attempt. But this is most important for me when I assign, for instance, a paper. You have to write a text, a 10-page text. And if the person hands me a 10-page document generated by AI, I'm going to give feedback to an AI. It's useless. It's the person, the student should try to write and give receive feedback. So when you are at a university, you interact with lecturers, professors. They give you feedback. That's the reason for attending a university. And this is also important that there is some happiness when you learn to code from scratch, when you learn to write clearly, when you read and comprehend journal articles. I remember when I understood the Gödel theorem. It was great. It's a great feeling. So, using AI is not victimless. Difficult word for me. Everything from mining rare earth minerals to the content moderation of these models are all harmful. When you are using those tools, you are contributing for people being explored, for uh, minerals to be taken from earth, to the consumption of water and energy. Often you are not only the product, you not only are the product. Yes, they steal and sell your data, but you are also robbed of learning. So if you, instead of writing a paper, you ask ChatGPT to write a paper for you, you're not learning to write a paper. And now she says that when the hype inevitably dies down, as it has done many times before, so in the AI summers and winters, you want to have skills. You want to have a degree that matters. So we go back to the beginning that a lesser victim in our calculations is the complete destruction of the university as an award granting body if everybody uses AI to cheat. And some people even recommend professors to use AI to evaluate work. Then An AI writes, an AI evaluates. What's happening after all? If degrees are meaningless because they do not reflect skills anymore, then academia is also damaged beyond repair, as well as society in general, in our ability to have experts. And you know that experts are a problem for many people, right? When you have an expert that says that a powerful person is wrong, that powerful person gets very angry. So there are more and more great work here by Olivia. It's olivia.science. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye bye.